The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tiger Technician Hour with your host, Basil Chapman. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Now, Basil Chapman.
Good morning, everyone. Basil Chapman here on this Monday, the 2nd of March, first trading day of March, and whoo, what a day we've had. Dow's only down 137, S&P's down 30. We were way down earlier on. Everyone was very nervous. Now, let me just show you something very interesting. So we've got, look, here's the 1 minute E-mini, and this is why it's so exciting for me. It's still a labor of love because it's taking so much time to do this AI Chapman wave methodology. Look, the low that was made at 7:50 this morning, 1 minute chart of the E-mini goes peak A, B, C, D, pulls back sharply. Then it goes from the low of 9:30, opening of the market, pulls back, it just pops a little bit, pulls back, and then it goes peak A, peak B, peak C, and we're in leg D. Those four higher peaks in the Chapman wave, the obligation of the buy signal to buy mode is to get you to four higher peaks. So fascinating. All right, let's get back to the story. So what we're looking at here is, I forgot to mention that the, how could I forget when that was the most important thing overnight? Everything was crude oil, every single report was crude oil is going to jump about $10 to 90. It'll be at 100 by mid-morning, it'll be at 100. Well, actually, it's up 4.35 at 71.30 cents. Don't forget, we've got a lot of oil coming in. We are an exporter of oil. So I don't think oil is the issue here. Duration is the issue. The duration of whatever is going on now, how long it lasts is going to be absolutely critical. Look at the volatility index. Oh, I said all weekend, and all week, I've been talking about it all weekend. And when I did my overview for my subscribers on Friday, I said, watch the volatility index. Up until now, and now, of course, Friday afternoon, we didn't know about the war late Friday night, Saturday morning. I said, watch this. I haven't got any real story, just a general nervousness, the malaise out there. And then suddenly we get the spike. Where did the spike go to today? It went to 25.24, one of the highest levels we've seen in ages before turning back down. I don't know if it's turning back down, meaning it goes to the 16s, but look at this, 25.24. And I said, this is the cushion for the market. Don't jump out of the window as long as that VIX index is way high, and we've barely turned down. I mean, you can see these weekly charts. I'll show you in a moment. So 25.24 to where? We're trading at 21.28. We're down 7.15%, down $1.42. The day is young. Everything could turn around. But isn't this fascinating? All right, enough with the fascinating. Let's just get to the nitty-gritties. So I showed you this chart. I want to get rid of this because if I have too many charts up, I can implode. So the Dow is now down 151. I had a left side, right side price time match to that peak D that was made at the high of 50,550 was it? 50,512. And look at this. We come down. It was supposed to come in tomorrow. Here's the Chapman wave inside wedge dashed pink support line. We went right through it, and now we've bounced. Look at this. This is the Chapman wave automated support levels. 48,646 was last week. This week is 48,230. What's the low today? 48,377. So far, I'm saying it's the low, but this might not be the low of the day, but wow, a lot of buying has come in. Now I want to get rid of this particular chart here. And isn't this fascinating? The trend hasn't yet. I haven't had the trend give an oversold reading for, I just don't know how long. Let's see, how long is this? I'll show you in a moment. Since back in June of last year, did I get readings that were oversold? Unbelievable. Wait, is that one oversold? No. Unbelievable. And not only that, I've barely got readings that were overbought. This is that's the reason why I never ever gave out the number publicly of what is oversold and what is overbought, because if it's under a certain level, it usually implies the Dow the very next day is going to have a negative. No matter how much it's up pre-market, it's going to very quickly go negative, and that's a terrifically accurate measure. And on the upside, when it's over a certain level, it suggests that that night, the S&P futures will be higher. But it hasn't even been, so that's why I said, I'm not giving you the number. People kept saying, you've given us everything else that is proprietary. You've opened it up to the public. Why don't you give us the Trin gauge number? Because I said at some point, just like the VIX index changed when I considered it in my spectrum of parameters, I said, that's going to change. I don't want people looking at it and saying, oh, yeah, well, if it gets this number, when in fact, the whole thing's changed. So at this particular point, it's fascinating. All right, now I want to get out of this because I do not want to have a problem. I've been very good so far. Close the window. Oops, no, close. No, mistake. God, don't even talk while you're doing this. Please don't do anything. Don't listen to me. I didn't do it. It was a mistake. Thank you. Cancel. I'll do that again. Let's do it one more time. I want to go here. I want to go to right there. And I want to go to close workspace. That's all you want. Nothing more serious than that. Close workspace. Yes to all saving. I'm done. Good. All right. Now, let me show you something very interesting. So within the context of what we have, all right, I'm getting in questions all the time. USAR and NBIS. USAR and NBIS. All right, let me just run these numbers, and then I've got these questions coming in. Now the VIX is down even more. All right, I love what's going on right now. So some of our positions are doing very nicely right now. I like that. And some of us have been quite poor lately, but they're actually finding some support, and that's really important. Now, we did go as a very small position short the semis on Friday. That worked out nicely. Then we added one as a quick trade. That one didn't, so we got about a 6% gain and about 3% or something less a loss. But it's still a small position because I don't know if we're really ready. Look at the SMHs, the semiconductors. Look at that. They've come back from the low of 396.92. They're only down $1.55. They are arching over. I've got this as a possible peak E, like a right arm extension, 427.94 all-time high on the in February the 25th. Did pull back, but the 9-period moving average is still darn good. Look, it's green. But that weekly chart is still suggesting there should be a leg D at some point. Now, let me show you something now. I want to do this all over again. Dow, look at the weekly chart, still holding above the 14-period moving average. The S&P, it's down 114 now. Unbelievable. SPX.X, there we go. S&P is down just 14 at 68.64. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out of 7 weeks, 6 weeks have been underneath the 14-period moving average, and yet it's still not breaking down. Look at the QQQ. 1, 2, 3, arching over. QQQ. Oh, there's the music. Very, very faint. I'll be back in a moment. Basil Chapman. Dow's now is double-digit down after being major triple-digit. Very nice. I'll be back.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den, hosted at Discord. TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Yeah, isn't this interesting? Look at the way the one minute chart has gone onto a peak E. I can't believe this. Look at the 2 minute chart, peak C, C1, and a peak C, leg C. That is still a leg. It's not a peak yet. In the 5 minute, I couldn't believe when I saw this happening. I said, is this really going to break above the 200 period movement? Not that it doesn't happen. It's just that there were so many concurrent things going on that I thought, am I going to miss something? Well, look at this. The 10-minute chart has done very nicely as well. Now we're only down 18. I think this is exactly 10:20. Not yet, another 2 minutes. That's where another bunch of players come in. Wouldn't be surprised if there's a bit of a pullback, but this is really positive action. I forgot to do this. I'm sorry. This is Bitcoin. Bitcoin's up 2,860 at 68,740. Remember what I said 3 weeks ago? I said, watch this closely because everything about it suggested we should go into a rectangle formation until we snap through. Every time you get to the top part of it, you think, oh, this is it. It's going to break out to the upside. And what does it do? It goes to the 70,465 level on the 17th of Feb. Looks great, but it doesn't pull back. It doesn't break out. Instead, what it does, it pulls back, and then it has another false move on the 25th of Feb, going to 70,360, 380, and then it pulls back. It seems to, and what happens is it broke the rectangle base. This is not the big rectangle, this is the small rectangle, the narrow rectangle where it stays in the trading range longer than your patience. Well, look at this. This is a peak A, but this is now a peak A, under it, gray A, which goes to a gray B, because the MACD turned up and the relative strength is actually improving. Stochastic finally didn't do it up until Thursday and Friday. It started to improve. On balance, volume is very poor. I'm watching this closely because remember what I said? Keep this in mind. Robinhood is still the participant to follow for Bitcoin. This is just my own belief. It's been the correct belief since we made that peak D top in October, which coincided with the Bitcoin top, and that was at 153. We're down now at 77. Got cut in half. We went down to 69.22, and look what we're looking at here. So this is a brand new low. So that starts a new move. So this is an A. So if Bitcoin start by Friday, I'm giving it the whole week. If Bitcoin is trading, it's up $1.26, no big deal, 77.11. If Bitcoin gets to 83.50 or higher, together with Bitcoin breaking out, BTC, there it is, BTC breaking above 71,800, I better say 72,000, and Ethereum trading right now up $1.13, goes to 20.80. I'm going to say 21.10. I want to see the 21s. I think that's finally the move, but I don't be surprised if we get stuck in the range, because that's what long, narrow rectangles do. Wow, I've got a bunch of questions. What have I forgotten? I forgot that. Didn't forget. Crude oil. Crude oil is trading way off the high. The high last night was 75.33. It's trading at, and then it opened at round number 75. It's trading right now at 71.49. As I said before, I believe we have a lot of crude oil. What will be a problem is the if there is the Straits of Hormuz, if that is really bombarded, and that's just terrible to get through, and you have to go all the way around South Africa. I think you have to go all the way down to the tip of Africa, like they used to in the old days. Yeah, we'll watch that. Okay, now we've got, I think you're going to be pulling back 1020. Is that correct? 1020, there it is. So we've got peak A, B, C, D, E by a quarter of a point, and then whoops, we're starting to pull back. Good. That's kind of what I would expect. That's normalcy. All right, here we go with the questions. First question was FXI. FXI is this is the large cap China ETF. It's down at lows. I said be careful. It's rolling over at 41 level. I don't think that's going to be broken. And lo and behold, we're at 36.50, down $1.50, down 55 cents to 36.74. Just be real careful. I think this has got a problem. All right. Next question came in. ONDS. Ondas. We've looked at this what a nice move. So Ondas does. Oh, there it is. Now it's in the sweet spot. We spoke about the sweet spot before. We've owned this once or twice. Ondas Holdings, once. Private wireless data and autonomous drone solutions for industry and government. Wow, nice move up. It is up $1.78, up 17.5% to 11.83. Yes, this is nice. Now, will this last? Is this kind of the move that says, watch those, the Raytheon, etc.? I would say, yeah, I think it's there. They're going to move well. That also puts me into the Palantir camp. Palantir, let me just make a note here. So this is PLTR. ONDS. I'm just putting these down to do some work on them. Yeah. So this is almost like the Bitcoin chart, except there's a difference between that peak there that was much higher. So this is good action on Palantir, up 7 at 144.22. So now let me put the two together. So if Palantir can get to the 200-period moving average by Friday, anytime from now until Friday, just tag it once, 151.41, that really is going to help the stochastic, which is only at 48%. Ondas was a slightly different chart. There, the stochastic's already at 62. So it has pulled back from the high of the day. I just be a little careful of these things. Just as, let me just see, I have to put these together now. Let's just go to the semiconductors. The semiconductors are off the low of 396.92. They're up at 402.21. They did it 405.10. Let's see where these close. My suspicion is this early morning first hour is really, you can't tell all that much, and you have a real quick trade. Where can I add to the Ondas? Okay, so let's get back to the reason why I want to look at semiconductors is this arching over is going to be very important because the weekly chart is still fabulous, and the monthly chart is just great. Isn't it fabulous? It's great. So what I'd say to subscribers is this particular chart here is still a worry. You can see I'm going I'm going all over because that's the way I look at markets. I look at them like as if it's a chess set. You can't just do one thing. It doesn't work anymore. The VIX index or whatever. Oh, did I type in VIX index? SPY. That's what I wanted. Yeah. So this is the chart that I want you to show you. Yeah, look at this. So this is the X on left. This is the pink 9-period moving average. The pink S&P Select Financial Fund, and the blue is the SPY 500. That's the S&P 500. See, they're turning down. What happened? Didn't I have this coming down even sharper? Anyway, whatever it is, I'm watching them closely because if the S&P and the financials start to pull back, that's one thing. This is a monthly chart. But if they actually roll over, that's the first major step that I'd be looking at for the big picture. But then you've got to get to the SMHs, because where the semis go, the market generally goes. So we go to the semis, and that's the reason why I don't want to go to the defense just yet. But let's just show you something very interesting. Look, the SMH, that sharp move from 427 down to today's low of 396. And you're trying to rally. If by the end of the day this does not rally to a new high by 405, but it actually goes down below 400, that's a problem. That's why I don't want to be too enthusiastic at this point. I'll be back in a moment. Basil Chapman, Tiger Nations Hour. Dow's down 154, S&P's down 25.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstadt's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstadt releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Building wealth trading in the stock market seems impossible to most people. They think it's too volatile and risky. Most people aren't going to take the time to educate themselves on how to do it right. But you're not most people, are you? At TFNN, you'll get the guidance you need to refine your strategies and techniques to invest like a pro. Because you'll be a pro. All TFNN subscriptions, books, software, and courses are available at TFNN.com. And I'm even going to tell you how to get them for less. Use TFNN's Tiger Dollars and you'll get up to a 20% bonus on your purchase. And once you apply them to your account, Tiger Dollars are automatically used for all future or recurring charges. Tiger Dollars also never expire, are fully transferable, and are a great way to add savings to your newsletters or services. Become the investor you were born to be at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
This portion of the Tiger Technicians Hour is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direction.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direction.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
So I don't want this to become a superficial lightning round. Just had a ton of questions, and they're all very important. So let me just go through this. My thinking here, the SMHs, the semis are really important. I think they're in a digestive phase, and that includes NVIDIA, which has come back from a low of 174.64. It's now up 3.32 at 180.54. And it did make a peak D under the previous D. So I'm just saying, be a little careful. Don't be too enthusiastic, but absolutely trading positions are fine. GDX, I have to divert for a moment. Look, GDX made a new all-time high. It's pulled back to minus 37, 115.43, but it did it at 117.80. And I've got this in leg C. There's no other way I can counter, so it should go a little higher. And in this environment, why wouldn't you expect gold at least to be in play? And there's a big difference between running to all-time highs over and over and over and being in play, meaning it's held up and it will hold up no matter what for this particular time frame. That's really important. And that has to be the same as if the semis take out today's low and go into the 393 area, they're at 401. Anytime this week, that's a big problem. That's why I'm saying be careful. So let me go back. So ONDS, a number of people asked different questions about it, pulling back a little bit, but still up at 1187. So where would I add? I would have to say I'd give up a little bit. Today's high of 12.42. The next level of resistance is the 1108 area. So how can it be 1108? It's 1308. That's the high of the 28th of Jan. So, but in the meantime, it needs to hold today and tomorrow. I don't want to see it close under 11.20. And it's trading at 11.75 right now. Where would I add? If you haven't added early this morning, I'd have to hold off. I'm just saying I would hold off. I wouldn't get too carried away. So the next question is the one that was first, and I wrote it down. Now I can't even remember what the question was. A couple of people actually asked about this in different ways, because I'll go through some of them. This is the Nordic American tankers. Ran up to 6.34 in a leg F. I can call this a different thing, but F is fine. MACD is fabulous. The relative strength index for the past week and a half is being red. Very seldom do I see a red relative strength index that doesn't, within a period of 7 to 9 bars, start to go down, and that usually goes down with the price. So I'm saying this is a leg B in the weekly chart. That's incredible. It means you should still go to a C and a D. And then I completely forgot. Let me just do this, because I did this for subscribers, and yet we never got in. I had the high that was made back in October of, this is natural NAT, Nordic American tankers. Let's see, 483 was the high back on the week of the 3rd of November, and we came all the way down to the 2-something area. That was 2, what was that, 2, double bottom at about 213. That was in April. And then what happens is screams, and I had this as a left side, right side price time actually that level, completely forgot about the Chapman inside track dash green resistance level. It hit it, and then for the past 2 weeks, just completely forgot about it. It went right through it and went right up to today's high of 6.34. Where's my target? I think the question was, where's my target? And the target is this monthly chart, which you couldn't have seen before because it didn't get to that level. I haven't even raised this peak. It missed. It's 2 weeks late, 3 weeks late in getting to 638, which is the target that I had. What's the high today? 634, not bad. But $9 is the level to monitor, and I'm going to give it another month. That's this month plus April, and that would be $9 over a period of time. That's the left side, right side price time match. Both of them are late. I would have then gone to this long-legged doji right here that extends it by a month or two. So let's go there. Just say the key support level in natural Nordic American tankers is between 560 and 515, and I would not be surprised if it does touch that becomes the most important level, and we have to do a big assessment there because there were others as well. DSX, which is Diana Shipping, PKB. So this is EF. Trading at $2.54, down 4 cents. It went right to the target that we had, which was the 200-period moving average in the weekly chart of 259. It's trading right now at 254. It hit 260 the other day. It hit 264. So yeah, this is just saying to me, be a little careful. Maybe just too much enthusiasm, but they are in play, and I would just like gold and silver are still in play, but they're very overbought, a little extended. I hope that helps you there. Next question came in, USAR. I don't know if I'm in order. I'm sorry if I'm out of order. I usually try to go in order, but there's just a lot of requests. Yeah, this is acting well today. It's up to 85 cents at 19.74. I believe this rare earth ink, this is in play, but I need follow-through strength. So if you want to take just a little bit of a position here at 1973, that's okay. I would have I'd have a 1 point stop. And what I would do is I want very much not just to tag, but to close above the 2075 high of the 25th. That's last week. And if it does that, suddenly you're looking at this candle right here of 21.25 from the 12th of Feb. Now, the most important thing is if by Wednesday or Thursday of this week, if it takes out today's low of 18.37, it's kind of done. It just says it's lost its opportunity. It's going to have to try to rebuild strength, and maybe that's at the 200-period moving average of 16.88. KM, I think I might have gone out. I'm sorry. I have very little room on this page. Oh, my, look at this. KMI is Kinder Morgan Inc. Oh, I have not looked at Kinder Morgan for quite a while. Thought I recognized the name. Let's just do this on the weekly chart. That's the most important right now. Peak A. Big B. Oh, wait until I get this automated. I'll be so thrilled. A, B, C. I'm going to call this C for now, but I have to check. I'm usually very good at identifying fractional. This is 28 round number. This is 28 round number, 2798. Okay, I was correct. That is a leg C. Kinder Morgan doing really well. This is just that persistence of walking the 9-period moving average says 32. It's at 33.83. A close below 32 will be quite negative, very short term, but the weekly is still very powerful. This is a nice looking chart. Kinder Morgan, KMI, trading up 55 cents at 33.83. Nice. Good eye. I can't remember who asked me about that. Good. Where would I get in? Where would you? I'd have a split position. It's a little risky, but the stochastic's at 92. I would just start and nibble right here at 33.81. Where do I want it? I want it between 32.60 and 32.42. That's really the entry that I would like as an initial entry. But you can just put your foot in the door. Hopefully it doesn't slam shut. I'll be right back. The Dow is down 244 and the S&P is down 28. We'll see what happens next.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds for both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
I'm just writing in more requests. Good grief. Okay, so this is very important here. MP Materials Corp. We had it some time ago, and then I said, no, it's not yet ready. And boy, it came down from the 73 level down to the 53 level. And now it's a good candle today. It's up 4.34%, up 2.54 at 61.40. I like this. So the questioner was that Coda. Yeah, I like this. I would start a position right here at 61.37. It's a new leg coming right off a real double test of the 200-period moving average daily. I like it. Doesn't mean to say that because I like it that it's going to keep going all the way to 65. But if that 9-period moving average, which is pink, can go green, and that'll happen if we can get to 62.70, somewhere just in that area right there, I think it will turn green, and that'll be a big deal because the MACD's already turned up. Stochastic's lagging at 54%, so is the on-balance volume. Retro strength is actually during this pullback, it's been recovering quite nicely. The weekly chart needs a ton of work, but I think this is good action, especially from Friday's long-legged doji breaking above it. So yes. I like this, and I would start a position. I wouldn't get too carried away. The target is actually this high of 63.90. That's the high of the 10th of Feb. So that's a little bit to go because it does move in 2-point increments when it gets going, but it needs to do that. Then I can fulfill this cup formation and do all the left side, right side price, time matches, etc. What am I missing? Let's just do it because it came up. ASC is right. ASC, oh, look at that. And more shipping. Oh, another shipper. Oh, I've already done this. Arch more shipping. Yes, I love this a long time ago. And I said, walking the 9-period moving average is just amazing. Look at it. It is just is actually walking the 9. It's not even tagging the black 14-period moving average. And the MACD is strong. Stochastic's flat at 96%. On balance, volume says I'm a little bit overbought, but that's okay. I've got this as an instant restart right here, even though that low went a tad lower. So this is I'm going to say this. I'm calling this a G/C. Maybe very short term. It has a little bit of a pullback. It's a 1624, 1544 to 1494. That's really the key support level. But in this environment, I don't know what kind of shipping it is. If it's it could be anything, right? But if it's to do with oil, it looks like it is. It's doing very nicely. So this is trading at 16.22 AR. ASC is the symbol, down 16 cents at 16.22 after making a recovery high. It once was in the 23s. It once was in the 8s. And here it is coming back very strongly. I like it very much. USAR, did I do USAR? I spoke about it, but did I do it? Yes, I did USAR, and I said this is acting well right now, 20.26. You need to feel the comfort of not tagging but closing above 20.47. That was the high of the 26. Key support level right here is at, I'd say, between 20 and 19.80. Close below 19.70 in the next day. It just says, back to the rectangle formation. But this is good. It needs the MACD. It needs the 9-period moving average moving over the 14, and needs the stochastic at 42% to go high. This is not quite as bullish as that MP chart. Next question came in. LB, D, peak D, went to peak E. LB is Land Bridge Company, LLC, Permian Basin Energy Infrastructure and Oil and Gas. This is That was not the greatest chart. Look, you see the long wicks, and then it closes down below them. This last month, February, had a huge green candle, and it held to the close. So this is going to be important. This is a little different chart because it's already had a big move up. I'm calling this an E right now. It could be an instant restart. No, yes, it could be an instant restart. In the daily, no, not good enough. For 2 sessions, it's kind of held steady. Down 41 cents at 74.09. I do like it. What do you do, though? So this is what I would do. I'm going to hold off for now, but let's look at it again in another day or two. If it's tagged and then broken, support at 72, round number 72. If it closes under that by Wednesday, it could go under it, but if it closes under it, that's different. And if it even just pushes 1 penny above the high of 76 round number, didn't even see that, 76 round number high of 3 sessions ago, that would be very important. Okay, but I'm not giving you any buy or sell on this right now. I do like it. I need to see how it handles the Thursday candle. That's all. And then we can do it. So maybe tomorrow I can do some more. Next question came in. What am I missing? Did that. I don't know if that's for me. Go ahead to me. Okay. I think I've got to most of those questions in the den. I don't know what this chart is. It looks beautiful. Is this from, where's this? I love. Let me just show you the colors. I love the look of these charts. I just love the colors. Not the chart so much, but the colors. Isn't that pretty? All right. Well, pretty is no good if you're trying to make money. You want to be active and correct. So let me just skip that. Question came in about SJM. I don't know if that's for me or not, but I just saw it in Tiger YouTube. SJM. Is that Smuckers? SJM. I'm sure that's Smuckers. Yes. SJM. I got a peak A. Do I hear music? Do I hear music? A, B, not yet. B, C, D, A, and an E/B. E/B, daily. Why is it not typing? E/B. Oops, uppercase on the way up. E/B. And this is the weekly chart. There's your starting point. Remember, you always have to go to the up arrow starting point. So that's AB. This is AB. This is A, and that's a C. That's a D. I'll be back in a moment. I think I hear the music. What's going on? I'm almost close to hearing the music. Let me type this in here in the meantime. So that's AB. This is a lower gray A and a B. I'm not changing the color. B. This is A, B, C, and here you go to the D. So weekly charts, stop to the 200-period moving average, monthly chart. So there's a whole thing going on, right? Am I wrong? There's a whole thing. Let me just see what it says. Activists can inspire change. I've done well buying stocks with activists, specifically called Icon, should work out well for SJM. Well, if Icon's involved, it's going to be disruptive, that's for sure. But the chart says there's a lot of resistance, and it needs to hold 111, and it needs to break decisively above 116.50 so it can tag the last high in the 190s, and 170 is the 200 period. I just see the smuckers as it's getting a little sticky, let's say, huh? I'll be right back. Basil Chapman, Dow is down 201, S&P is down 20. Where is the SMHs? Yeah, the SMHs are still down at 403.65, down 277. Holding pretty well, I must say. I'll be right back.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. For free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pros pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
So for subscribers, when we were looking at the IYT, that's the Transportation Index, I said that the FDX is the leader. You want to sometimes pick the leader because that tells you that stocks that make all-time highs tend to stay in that area. So Federal Express down 3.96 today, 3.04. Made a leg E yesterday with a high of 392.86. And I think now it's having a little bit of a breather, one day down, but it's having a little bit of a breather. More importantly, look at UPS. And I said UPS could play catch up, but if you're really at this particular point, even though one's $383 and the other's $130, you want to be looking at the leadership. And you can see there's a dreaded H once, there's a dreaded H forming again twice in UPS. It's now not acting as well as Federal Express. I just wanted to get that out, that I made a big deal about the fact that leadership is very important. I just need to get out of something, if you don't mind here. Leadership is very important because what you want is you want to be able to say within the context of the same sector what is working and what is not working. That's all. So with that said, I think we're getting close to the end. Let me just, I need to get out of something. Good, got out, nice. Okay, within the context of each groups, look, so we still have our telephone holding quite nicely. Look, it's up 8 cents today when the general market's down quite sharply. But this is not CVX. Look, I said before, you want to buy stocks with good dividends that have potential for good capital gains. I don't know yet if this is going to do that. CVX, this is Chevron. Look at the difference. Look at that. Just a fantastic move to the eye, if you can see it. There we go. CVX up 2.28 at a recovery high. Funnily enough, Exxon, also great dividend, also did well. Hits, what did it do today? 159.60, pulling back a little bit. So as we wrap up, I'm saying the day is young. Be careful. Crude oil has pulled back from the intraday high, but it's still there. It's still important. So we try to be very careful for my subscribers and my